Here we go, set. Ready.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. Look at the spin. And he'll be out right at the 35.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. They'll go again. And right away he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolding.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
A first down carry now for Miller. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd and 6. A first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he's brought down, but he has it down to the 12 on a pickup of 12. 1st and 10. Solid running there. And, CD, we hear so much about what it takes to win in the playoffs. Most people like to include having a strong running game in their assessment. And with this man in the backfield, this group has a strong running game without a doubt.
Oh, I absolutely agree with you there because in terms of yardage, he's a top 5 running back in the league. And in terms of impact on a game, not many better than him. And when they're flowing and he's carrying the ball consistently, they're tough to beat.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he dropped it about the 11 after only a yard. Here's 3rd and 9. Here's Mayfield. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And here he'll get it down to the 7. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. Here's Blake Grupe now for the Saints field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick is right there. It's good. And the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead. So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They fumbled the last time they had the football. Fortunate that it only led to a field goal. 3-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Alontae Taylor up to make the tackle.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
This is 2nd and 8. Glove. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
And this was a little bit of the knock on him coming out of college. Sometimes the concentration could wander a bit. This should have been a big play, but somehow he's not able to corral it.
Play action this time with Love. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Down the sideline he goes. And finally brought down at the 38. A big play there on the catch and run. 49 yards.
This is what made the West Coast offense a staple around the NFL in the 80s and 90s. You don't have to push the ball deep downfield to come up with big plays. And there's an example of that right there.
First down, going to the air with Love. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. Touchdown, Packers. Christian Watson, 38 yards. And the Packers have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. But sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. And that's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long, man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But also have to remember, they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Perry on the move to the right. They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Mayfield on play action. And that is incomplete. Nearly. couldn't quite get his hands around it, and it brings up third down.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the third time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from it. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up fourth down.
Now a hit and a loose football. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it.
And that's what friends are for.
As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turned it over there. That's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation, because look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board. Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Ultra. Go ultra. Cut, cut.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Second down and 8. They go bootleg. Love. They'll roll him out right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Well, Love wants to shift things around. Touchdown! 15-yard touchdown Brown, as his guys are able to extend their lead. 14 touchdowns for the rookie during the regular season, and now he's got his first here in the playoffs.
And we know the guys on the other side of the field were hoping that he would be intimidated by playing in the postseason, but they can just let that go because he's as confident as they come. And I know that he believes that that's the first of many playoff touchdowns that he's going to have as his career progresses.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. On the right side, this is Miller. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. And they'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. That one will go for 9 yards and a first down on the keeper. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know They want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Hey, 133.
Mayfield to throw it. He lets it go deep for Olave. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Saints. Chris Olave, 43 yards. And the Saints have got it back to within a score. And Howie clanks it off the right upright. And it's no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember the offense. And he loses the football a second time. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, 32 yards. And the Saints have regained the lead. So much talk this week on the other side about slowing him down, coming off that great performance, NFC Offensive Player of the Week last week. But long touchdown run there, nobody was stopping him.
Yeah, good luck for that, because that was an explosive run. You know, in the NFL, they describe that as any run over 10 yards. Some teams say 15. He went over 20-plus on that one.
That's caught, and he will not make it to the goal line here. So they'll be unable to bump this lead up to a field goal as it remains a one-point game. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Charles, you got to think the #1 goal here is ball security. Remember, last drive they coughed it up, then they allowed the touchdown, and now they're trailing on the scoreboard.
Boy, the way you described it makes me think that that one actually hurt them 3 times. The fumble cost them potential points. Then they watched their opponent get a touchdown off of the fumble. And third, they lost the lead as a result. Really tough sequence right there. I don't think coaches have to remind them to hold on to the football. They've just got to find a way to get it done.
And now the throw here is incomplete, and with that, we come to the end of the first quarter of play.
Come on, set.
An incomplete pass on second down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10.
Ready.
On play action. Love to throw. That is caught. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Give them 32 on the play.
That's good for Green Bay Packer. 1st and 10 at the 42.
To the air again. Love. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. Will go down as a gain of 6. And it'll be 2nd down. But Charles, what a rookie season he had, catching the football over 1,000 yards on the year, and he comes through there with a nice grab.
And we've seen wide receivers in recent years come in and have big years right away. And you think about Justin Jefferson in 2020, 1,400 yards and huge impact on his team and on the league. This guy, he's following those footsteps as an impact guy here in year one.
They're going for a receiver there. Already has one touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3.
But this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
And with the snow here, maybe asking too much of the kicker to try a field goal, so instead, offense on the field, they'll go for it on 4th down. And that is dropped. Oh, that could have been a near certain 6 points. He was all alone, but he could not look it in. My, oh, my. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, I've seen, you and I both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here. 4th down play, make sure you're focused just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Anytime the ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch it. Doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Alvin Kamara. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And they are able to add on to their advantage. This time, the extra point up and good. And the lead is up to 8. After the touchdown, here's Grupe to kick this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
Down.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
Love's throw brought in by Watson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Love. He finds his man complete. It's Reed. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 down at the 33. Love going to give this one to Jones. 59 yards rushing for him in this first half as he has certainly carried over his regular season success into the playoffs.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Ball on the 27. Here's a 2nd down and 4. Throwing. Love. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Cameron Jordan, what an effort from him on that play. Big tackle for a loss of 11. A tough spot here. 3rd and 15.
Let's go. Charge.
Off the play fake, Love. And that is incomplete.
Well, I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This officially a 55-yard attempt. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So 4th and 15, but the offense is staying out there to go for it.
Claws red. Ready.
Love from the gun. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Packers unable to pick up the first, and the Saints will have the football back. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a 3rd situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Here's a 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. That's into a crowd and intercepted. And the Packers are going to take over here up near the 40. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that 4th down spot again.
Ready,
yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
Ready.
Play fake. Here's Love. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, it hasn't been a banner first half for the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
Come on, set.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Love. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Normally I'd say this will lead to a punt attempt, but this offense already shown in the first half that they'll go for it on 4th down.
Well, they should have already said punt it, punt it. Head coach should have already made that decision.
On now is the Packers punter, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, and they'll be aided by a loss of yardage on the return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On the counter, it's Miller. He'll take it past the 40 to the 41, 2nd down. And now they're in the hurry-up. Mayfield looks to throw. And That one too wide and incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
They go play action. Mayfield. He lets it go deep for Olave. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
Here comes the Saints punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. Oh, the return is Reed. A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possibly, let's try and think with them here. Try and play field position maybe, turn the ball over, put it in the hands of their defense. Who knows?
You're a nice man. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. Third down.
But one thing we know about RPO throws, they don't take long to develop. He had him wide open to the outside, hit him with it, but I think his eyes were looking downfield, trying to see that open grass. Ends up dropping it. That's a missed opportunity.
Red, yellow. Set.
On third down, Love. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 116 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. Kamara gets it again on second down. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Alvin Kamara saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Saints will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point through the snowflakes, up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now. After the touchdown, here's Grupe to kick this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
Here we go.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively offensive. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, CD, we have seen it many times throughout the course of the season. This defense coming up large and snagging a big takeaway. But here they get not just the takeaway, 6 points as well.
And you just knew that for this team to advance, it had to get a big performance from this unit. And to this point, they've delivered.
It's complete. And he is out of bounds here on the return.
Packers 14.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. And Gay missed it. Pulled it off to the left. And this will stay a 3-touchdown game. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. One of these 2 teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout.
Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, well, that's a costly miss hit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
They're going to hurry back to the line now.
Point it right, point it right, point it right.
At the 42-yard line.
On second down, here's Miller. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made.
Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Everything's been going right here in this one. This offense, they've been in complete control from the outset. And here's another big play. These kind of routes have been open all game long, and they continue to take advantage.
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal.
And he is going to lose yardage here. So first down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. To throw, Mayfield.
That is caught by Olave. Touchdown, New Orleans.
A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Saints continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road.
And the point after, good by Grupe. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
After the touchdown, here's Grupe to kick this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
Here we go.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Now a first down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield, a loss of 2.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 29-yard line.
Okay, ready?
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Cut, cut.
Love looking to throw it. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jones.
And he was able to shed one tackle, but could not get away from there.
Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and it's second down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
They go back to the ground with Jones. Stays on his feet. And good running, going to get this down close to a first at the Saints' 20-yard line.
131 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on third down.
Ready, go.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back.
And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback?
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's first and goal. Glove. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
When you run into slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Third and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable.
And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Packers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. Williams now on the return.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin first and 10.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today.
Brings up second and 12 at the 27-yard line.
Second down, and it's Kamara again.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race.
Inside the 20, Alvin Kamara.
Touchdown, New Orleans.
Alvin Kamara.
73 yards.
And the Saints are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
You get in a second and long situation down here in the red zone. I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass. Let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
Complete at the 1. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more.
Personally, I'd rather see him kick the extra point there than to go for 2, but it almost feels like there's a story within the story here. I mean, this isn't college. You know, size of victory, that matters in those games. Here, all you have to do is win by 1 point. That's all that you need. Instead, they go for it, get 2. You got some pretty ticked off folks on the other sideline now.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
And for the Saints here on third down, an extra defensive back on the field.
Check, smash. Hut, hut.
To pass, here's Jordan Love.
And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far.
Marcus May with a pick. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. First and 10.
Now a toss. Kamara left side.
And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. 209 yards rushing for him now in the afternoon as he just continues to pummel this defense. So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Flush to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
I thought at first he'd try to run, but he just kept buying time to his right. Finally, nothing there. He wisely gets rid of it.
Third quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's second and 10.
Throwing, Mayfield. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Now they face a third and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Kamara up the middle. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown.
Alvin Kamara.
A 12-yard touchdown run.
And the Saints get another third quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Groupie able to add the PAT.
And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
21.
After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this.
Go now.
At the 23, it's second and 12.
Steal. Check, steal. Hut.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now, fourth quarter, certainly not enough time for a comeback, but nice to see them making use of the time remaining to try and make this one a little more respectable.
Yeah, I think the ultimate goal, good execution, be crisp, be sharp, and find a way to put some points on the board to make this thing look just a little bit better.
Drill, 52.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Hey, go steal.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Here we go. Here we go. Smash. Smash. Edo blue.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
Ready.
And he'll get it here on the touch pass.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
Ready. Go.
To throw now. Here's Love. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line.
They'll take over first down 10 at the 15-yard line.
Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this.
And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Now a second down throw for Mayfield. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. On third down, Mayfield. Flushed out right. Over the middle, into the hands of Michael Thomas.
And the Saints are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Baker changing the play at the line.
Now flags will come in. And I think this is against the Saints up front. And they'll try again here, first and goal after the false start. From the gun, Mayfield. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, up big here in the fourth quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points, but they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
And now Mayfield on the bootleg, sliding out of the pocket.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Pretty secure lead, but what's the harm in adding another touchdown, right? At least that's what they were thinking on that snap. But if he wants to add more points, got to bring the throw down just a little bit and keep it in the end zone.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal.
Mayfield now, rolling to his right.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
And they're going to fake it. He wants to throw it here. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop.
Let's go.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far. And they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 29-yard line.
Trouble, 38. Clock,
Now
10.
they'll change things around before the snap.
Check pink.
2nd down, another shot for Jones.
And this won't be enough to pick up the 1st. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
Set, ready.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10.
Set.
Play action this time with Love. Quick throw there is incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down.
Set, hut. Slide blue. Set.
On play action. Love to throw. And he's taken down here by the Saints. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. On now is the Packers punter, standing right on his own 5-yard line. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They have bucked the trend so far. Sterling performance to this point, on the road no less in the wild card round. And they look to finish things off here in this 4th quarter. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down.
And in a situation like this, you're in the 2nd half with the lead, trying to get to the division round. They're going to let him do his thing on the ground, and that's a great run there to pick up a 1st down.
Well, the lead late in the 4th, but Mayfield's going to throw it.
And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. Now a 2nd and 10. Now Mayfield. They'll get this out to Kamara.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here. And quickly they get to the line.
A 9-yard gain on the play.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And it was the stiff arm there that freed him enough to get the 1st before he's tackled. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. 1st down, Mayfield. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. And those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there. Following the penalty, it's Kamara. 3 yards on the gain. They're going to need to do better on this next play. It'll be 3rd and 12. And they're going to speed things up here.
Mayfield going to switch things up here.
Brings up 3rd down.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Now, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away. Turned into a nice play.
And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
Ready.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
Ready.
We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that, being able to put the big check marks up in the locker room, right? Yeah, you know, get to the wild card game. Check. Got that done. Win a wild card game. Big check. Now you've got to go ahead and set your sights higher. There is a bigger prize out there, and they still have an opportunity.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin.